Association of Religious Organizations of Kazakhstan, AROK. Thank you.
Our fund, Teleliber, was created by former members of the Jehovah's Witnesses organization. I was part of the organization for over 20 years. The liberalization of religious relations in Kazakhstan has made citizens more vulnerable to illegal persecutions of certain religious organizations. Taking the advantage of the state policy not to interfere into internal affairs, the Jehovah's Witnesses organization infringes on the basic rights of their members. I will tell you what I'm talking about. What about a document called About Violence Against Children and Sexual Abuse that instructs members to cover up pedophilia among its members? I can tell you about this heinous instruction. I know facts when mothers were forced to keep silent about the rape of children by the members of this organization. In Europe and America, there are cases open against such people, but in Kazakhstan, we cannot attain justice because the authorities are loyal to that religion. The blatant violation of the rights to protect the privacy of people's lives are also being trampled upon. These rights are based on the Constitution, but there are no effective guarantees to ensure these rights. The Jehovah's Witnesses are forced to drop the national traditions or participate in public life. They force their members to cut ties with their families. The families are being destroyed in the name of fanaticism. There are very major scandals, court cases involving divorce based on this, where children are left without families. Our hearts go out to Irina Shidenko, who was abandoned by her husband, who at first instance seemed to be a decent Jehovah's Witness followers, but now she is left with two small children on her hands. Isn't this a violation of human rights? And this is why there is a rise of public intolerance to certain religious minorities, and it is the government which is to blame for this because they're excessively loyal to them. We call on the OSCE to develop recommendations for participating states with regard to non-selective approaches to human rights, independent of the status of those who are to blame, for the government of Kazakhstan to make sure you have an open, objective investigation into human rights violations by Jehovah's Witnesses, to establish measures for social protection for those who have been victims of religious minorities. We invite everyone today to take part in a conference on this topic at 6:15 p.m. in Hall 3.
Sadly, you're out of time, but please submit any further recommendations.